are listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You are listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Bring. Welcome to the Goof On Experience. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is Thursday, May 18th, 2023. How are we? Good. Me too. Let's go. Tonight, we're going to talk about not Skinwalker. Yeah, I know the thumbnail's up there. I'll change it after the show. I fell asleep. Didn't watch the 2 episodes I missed, so we'll do that tomorrow. But we'll talk a little bit about Ed and Lorraine Warren. The Warrens. And who is considered the top UFO researchers. And I'll even extend this a little bit. We'll do it both. We'll do the paranormal, ghosts, spirits, that stuff. And we'll bring it to UFOs. So who are the researchers? Now, I know there's going to be people out there I never even heard of who probably do a fantastic job. But I haven't heard of you. So you haven't done anything groundbreaking yet. Making sure. Samsung watch. Love it. Hey. Oh, the battery died. The battery on the watch lasted, well, I don't know. I fell asleep, but it was on at 3:30. A long time. I left it on since yesterday. So you get a full day and a half out of it. I really like this. It tells how many steps, my heartbeat, my blood pressure. I know they've been doing that for years, right? But it does everything the phone can do. I don't even have to bring the phone with me to the gym. You hear this? I don't even have to bring the phone to the gym. I can leave it at home. It's not going to be cumbersome or in the way or worry about somebody swooping down and stealing it while I'm doing this. They're doing this. Yeah, not going to happen. But I'm glad you guys made it here today, because we are going to talk about ufology. And I've got a lot of stuff I didn't talk about yesterday I'm going to talk about tonight. And then later on tonight, we're going to go on Lynn's show, Rebellious UN Known. That's right, UN Known. Let's do a little roll call. It's going to be a good night. So tonight, I'm only going an hour and a half. Capiche? I need those 30 minutes in between, because really 30 minutes is only 25 minutes. And then by the time I do the outro and say goodbye to everybody, it's literally 20 minutes in between shows. Can I have that? Is that okay? Thursday, we go a little shorter? Good. You know, we are the #1 UFO show in this time slot. Truth hurts some people. When you get there, let me know. I know a lot of people are crushing us. Beating us to hell because we're shadow banned. Beating us to hell. We're doing good in our time slot, though. That's all that matters. Which may be changing. It may be going back to 9 o'clock. And for some of you, that's going to suck. For some of you, that's going to be great, because that's only 6 p.m. Pacific or 7, depending on the year. So please, everything I'm doing for me. Especially that part. I really need to go back to 9 o'clock. Do you know why I gave up that time slot? I gave it to Scambian. That's how much of a friend I was. To give up a time slot I've had for years to try something new. Well, I don't know if I'll do it. But I may do it. I may go on later. May go on at 10. I won't go later than that, though. But 10 o'clock's actually looking pretty good. And 9. Not now, in the wintertime. We'll see how this summer goes. See, because, we're going to be doing a lot of activities. Going to Washington, doing ghost hunts, and other things on the street with Rich, not Rick. And if that doesn't help promote the show to a larger audience, remember what I said when we hit 10,000 subscribers? I said we'll never see 11. We're stuck. I had 10,888, right? Let me look it up. 2 days ago. Then I went to 10,879. I lost 9 overnight. Now it's back up to 10,882. And this is what it does. It's just going to keep going up and down, up and down. Oh, look, I gained 4 subscribers. Oh, look, I lost 5. So really, I lost 1 over those days. Yeah, that's how YouTube does it. Very shady. That's why they call it Shady Ban. Oh, it's Shadow. Yeah, I guess I was wrong. Starts with an SH. Did we do roll call? I'll do a little roll call. What the hell? Rebecca, what do you say? Jeanette, what do you be? Moonlight, how do you see? Welcome to the show. Ben, the Yorkshire Giffonian. How you doing there, mate? Good to see you. Love you. Right to have you here. Hey, Jeanette threw down a $10, 10 pound, 10 quid super sticker right as the show started at 7:05. Mucho gusto. Actually, it was before the show started, but I was a little late. I couldn't believe I was a minute late. I was just sitting here. All right. Thank you very much for being the first super chatter of the evening. Mucho gusto, generoso, Jeanette Angelso. Thanks, dollface. You're a gem. Kevin, how do you do? What do you be? Welcome to the... Hey, Mike Johnson. Long time no seesaw, sir. How you doing? Welcome to the... Lisa M. M is for... Jammer Travels. Put out better, more consistent info. Exactly. I know, you're right. Well, my info is consistent. Consistently bad. Oh, no. Everything I do is ripped from the headlines, you know? But I don't disagree. I wish I had better to give you. It's not easy. You know, it actually is work to put a show together. I don't know anybody who's doing a 2-hour show by themselves. Denbub, they all have sidekicks or somebody to bounce ideas off of because I have the voice in my head. They don't. David Wilcox is here. How you doing, Chief? It's the algorithm. Oh. See, you just put a new perspective on that. That prick bastard and his weather. Remember that? And he came out with that in 2005, I believe it was. In 20 years, the west coast of Miami, Florida is going to be underwater. Well, it's not far from the truth. They do have problems every year. $1 billion a year they spend on keeping the water out of Miami. I didn't know that. What's up, David? The richest YouTube channel. See, nobody calls it the rickest. That's not the rickest YouTube channel. I'm giving Diane a hard time because she called me Rick by accident. Rickshy. Like R-I-C-K-I-E. And obviously it was a typo. I knew it was, but I hate the name Rick. Hate it. If you have the name Rick, fine. I hate being called Rick. If you say, "Hey Rick," I won't reply. Okay? That's how much I hate it. If you're joking around with me and say, "Hey Dick," and I know it's about me because my name's Richard, same thing. I ignore it. And then eventually they go, "Rich!" You can't give in to bullies. Capiche? Hey, what do you say? How do you be? Dark Hour Paranormal. It's Michael Rosa. What do you do there, laddie? You got your headphones on. You listen like a bitch out of you. I bet you got a Coke in one hand and a straw in the other, and you're about to drink a nice Coca-Cola. See, everybody thought I was going to talk about cocaine. I didn't know if I should say it. So I tried stopping myself and making it, I don't know, weirder, longer. Wild Ascension, welcome to the show. Chris Rogers, I think I said it. What the hell? Say it again. Welcome to the show. Vitska. Achoo. Welcome to the show. All right, let's get started. Nathan from the Quantum Show. Nathan, he's the quantum guy. Quentin. Nathan. Johnny D, what do you say? Shitty band, no doubt, bro. No doubt. Welcome to the show. Scott Archer. What do you say, Mr. A? Good to see you. Glenn Collins is here. Every time I see your name, I think of that, the conductor. The Glenn Collins band or something. Michael Collins. I don't know who it is. XJ. You're from Michigoogoo. Nice to see you again. I think you've been here before. I'm not sure. Zach. I guess. What's up? Pardon me, Pete. Part-time Pete's back. Ma! I need Pete balls. Ma? I'll get back to you on that part-time. All right, let's get started. If I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean I don't love you. Just got a lot of show to do. So I got to do it in a quick fashion tonight. Ready? Go. In 1942, there was a... No, I'm not going to do that. I wish I could do a show like that and just rip it out without taking more than one big fucking breath. In 1942, there was a sighting that was seen over Roswell, Arizona. I want to start the show tonight with this Roswell, New Mexico footage from Third Phase of Moon. They were one of the first to post it. And it is amazing. This is This is great. What we're going to look at right here. Yeah, I just saw that. Not even going to mention it. Not even going to mention it. I also, tonight, we will talk about who are the credible researchers in this field. Seriously, guys? I think I was on the phone with Michael. And I go, well, who do you go to? I think we were both saying, all of a sudden it got quiet. And I go, exactly. Nobody said anything. Because I don't know. You can't trust Corbell, definitely no Elizondo or Christopher Mellon. You don't bring it to maybe Giorgio Tsoukalos. Maybe, right? He knows people. If you want something, and I never thought about, I mean, he's a TV guy, but he's also a UFO guy who knows a lot of people. Anyway, let's watch this video and figure something out tonight, all right? Save ufology one day at a time. Let's make ufology great again.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins, we've got a special report for you tonight. Incredible footage coming in. Behold the phenomenon.
Wow, part-time Pete.
See that shit? What is it?
I see it part-time. I'll get back to it. This is weird. It's there in the sky. The Cousins brothers didn't pay these people to fake it. It's all fake. Everything they do, it's with the same camera. It looks like, that's as good as I'm gonna. What? It looks like a pepper. It looks like there could be somebody in there, and they're wrapped or cloaked in this beautiful attire. You know who would love this? Ziegfugel. Exactly. I'm looking right at it, Richard. Man, that is so bizarre. I can't even... Okay, it's not a cloud, although it could look like one. It's not. I don't know. I've never seen anything like this. So now what? Now what? You're going to say it's fake? It's CGI? That's not fake. That's in the sky. If it's fake, it's a damn good one. And besides, Third Phase of Moon doesn't post CGI. They haven't. They've done their best for the last 6 years to do that. And this is in the sky. Well, watch the rest and it's proven.
Something unexplained in the sky.
I know. Oh. Nah.
From TikTok, Boomer 4 posted this. New Mexico. What the heck are we looking at?
What is this? Where is that? Nathan throwing down $2.15 on PayPal. I don't know why it's working, but thank you. It shouldn't have gone on there, but it is. Thank you very much.
Raw video, but this is quite incredible. Coming into Third Phase of Moon, captured. Here's a still photograph of an.
I see the super chats, guys. Whoa.
Object.
Okay, look at this thing. All right, I'm gonna let it play out because I keep interrupting.
Crystal clear footage, broad daylight. It doesn't get much better than this. What the
it doesn't.
Going on in New Mexico? Sooner Boomer 4.
You see how all that shake?
One of the most remarkable pieces.
You see how much it shakes? For somebody to fake that, and I'll show it again, they would have to, oh my God, the painstaking hours to get all that shaking to look normal. To have it match. Because if you're overlaying a fake image on, if it's CGI, you got to make sure, because it's on 2 different layers. So you got to make sure they shake exactly the same in every way possible, or everybody gonna know it's a fake. See? A little secret.
In New Mexico, Sooner Boomer 4 may have captured one of the most
Thanks, Nathan.
pieces of evidence.
A flying dildo.
This last
Yeah.
year. The year's
Why
still
not?
Up, but this is looking good. Brett, what you thoughts
It does look. It looks like
and when I first saw it,
what's that big
was
fruit?
pretty astounding. I'm getting
Jeremy Corbell.
contact from inside from some of the chat from Sooner Boomer.
I made
4.
myself laugh.
And some people were saying that this indeed just happened earlier today. And this is new footage right here to Third Phase Moon. Anybody calling this out as CGI or fake, that this is not real, well, everybody back off, because this is a real deal we're looking at right here. And whatever it is, some people on the ground, and even Sooner Boomer 4, it seems like did a little investigation, and it sounded like whatever was going on, we're looking at possible new experimental aircraft right here.
Or it's a freaking humanoid. I try to think, what kind of ship would look like this, and does it have to be aerodynamic for it to fly? Not if it has alien propulsion or some new technology we're not aware of. This is weird. And it's real. And it's in the sky over Mexico. Mexico? Roswell, New Mexico? It's unreal. And there, hold on. Then there's some other sightings they had on here. I only saw this, but I was skimming through it. There's some really cool stuff Third Phase put out last night. Really, we're gonna have to look at this. Look at this. I don't understand it. Is it a cloud? No, it hasn't moved. Is it? So most likely for us to sleep at night, we have to make this man-made. What if it's a natural phenomenon? I don't know. I'm betting I'll bet my bottom dollar, which isn't that far away. That is like a Mothman type of thing. Are we looking? Are we peering into a vibration of something cloaked? You know what I mean? Is it something much, much, much bigger, but we're only seeing this little piece of it? And the rest of it is somehow hidden from us? Is this the door? And somebody's stepping out and standing on. It looks like they got feet. It looks like they're wearing a jacket. And it looks like a lady getting ready to go out on the night with, I don't know, a big heart-shaped thing here. I know it's just distorted this way because of where it's paused and whatnot. But it looks like you can see the right shoulder and the arm. The other one's off to the side. This looks like a humanoid. A palmetto humanoid. Is that right? Does that sound right? Hey, dude from Texas, how you doing? Michelle, cat flying. Oh, chat's flying. Oh, the cap? Thank you very much, Mr. B's Truth Seekers. Welcome to the show. Jeanette Bombach. How you doing, Miss Bombach? Good to see you. Sky Allen's here. What's up, everybody? Bob Perkins, the shirtless wonder. How you doing, mister? Hey, Lan Antonio. I lost track of time fixing the game. But hey, yeah, man. Oh, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. I know I'm on small screen. Can you put me on a bigger screen? There you go. F-Graph made it. Good. Wyatt Perry's here. Pretty much. Back to this. So, I don't know. Enjoy this. I didn't expect to see this. It's in the sky. Watch the shake. I mean,
again, I'm looking at this. I'm not
to
seeing
fake
any kind of
that.
means of propulsion. Could this be some kind of
No, it's real. Wow, is it?
Forces that he did some
I just,
investigation that this is.
you know, when I saw what I saw in the sky at the cross, it was just clouds. This is crazy.
Aircraft that they're testing out there in New Mexico. Again, we're not.
This is like a pod or something. Look at that.
It's incredible footage again.
Oh, it is.
No CGI.
It is moving a little.
We believe this.
Oh, look at the weird movement.
Legitimate. You could tell from the people on the ground that they are shocked at what they're
Wait a
seeing.
minute.
This is important.
Wait a freaking minute. No. That shaking isn't matching. I didn't expect to see that. That's weird. The way it was moving, I would say that that's CGI. But I don't know. Let's take another look. I'll show you what I mean. The object seemingly is moving up, but it does seem like it's on another layer of something and not a part of the camera, of the filming of it, the recording. And it didn't act the way I would expect a real object in the sky to move. So I have no choice but to say I think this is CGI. And that's my opinion. Friends with Third Phase or not, we all make mistakes, but I hope I made the mistake. I hope I made the mistake. Watch. It just... Unless the object is violently shaking itself. See? Watch. Look at this. Just the object.
We believe this to be 100%.
The rest of this is much different.
The people on the ground that they are shocked at what they're
seeing.
Testimony coming in.
It looks like it's in the sky, though, man. I think I'm just trying too hard. I have to go with my instincts, and I think that's really there. Just that shaking it. And I did notice the rest of the video was shaking, but it just didn't match up to me. So, but that object is there. I don't think it's CGI.
CGI manipulation. We believe this.
I mean, I'm watching the bottom right here.
Tell from the people on the ground.
And yeah, it's there. You know, it's just pronounced up there in the sky. And it is there. I don't know what it is, though, but that is wicked cool. Yeah, I believe it's there. I don't think it's CGI. Look, there's a chance it could be. Right? There's always that chance. We're not perfect. We can't even be called experts on UFOs because we can't touch them or anything, but we're very good at looking at video. Third Phase may be a little better at me than I'd like to admit, but I think I'm pretty good. I don't know, man, but I'll say 95% that's there. That's in the sky. It's not CGI. It's an interesting video. Now, because that would be real, why isn't the mainstream media picking up on it? This is amazing. It makes no sense. They don't talk about UFOs when it comes from the public, but anything that has to do with an airline or a jet and NASA or something governmental, then they talk about it. Unless somebody gets, in my local news channel, they show strange lights in the sky, and 9 times out of 10, I can figure it out, but mainstream media, CNN, MSNBC, those folks, Fox. I want to see our stuff there. As part of the news day, not just because it's 9 o'clock at night or 10 o'clock and it's local news. No, I mean mainstream. Let's go viral. Well, some interesting news. I am going to start uploading my videos this weekend. Well, I don't know. I'm probably going to do my fleet video first. I don't know. I was going to go in the order I caught everything, like start June 30th or whatever day it was. See, I don't even remember. June 29th, I think it was, 2004, when I caught a ball of light that wound up being 3 balls of light coming up from the south, turning, heading east to Scottsdale, and then going over the McDowell Mountains and beyond. And the clouds got in the way and I couldn't see it. But that was a 3-minute video. And for that thing to travel that many miles, that fast, it was huge. And the funny thing is, on that video, this is why I love my videos, because they're not fake. But I only saw, all right, you know how people talk about telepathy with the aliens? All right, so I'm out there, right? And I'm thinking, man, it's almost 3 a.m. because I was out there since midnight. I remember I used to go out from 11 to 12 and stay out till like 4 or 5 a.m. Sleep a few hours here, go to work for 4 hours, come back home, take a nap for another 2 or 3, and go back out. And anyway, so I did that like that for a couple of years. Then, what was I saying? Oh, so I thought I was videotaping 2 lights, and the telepathy part of it is I was only seeing single orbs up until that point, probably satellites, but there were some that just weren't normal. And those are the ones I'm talking about. And they were very odd. And they did turn, no sharp angles or anything. But anyway. I asked, can I at least see 2 of you? And what do you think happened? Like 15 minutes later, I see these 2 orbs, these 2 lights coming at me from the south. Little did I know, there was a 3rd one at the top, just a little dimmer. But you can see it in the video. And you can see I didn't know it was there either. I had no idea. I thought I caught 2 the whole time. It was actually a triangle. Oh. Damn, that was fun. When I caught that, I'm like, it knew what I wanted. I really did want a triangle, but I said, just give me 2. You know, I didn't want to put too much pressure on. Show me 2. I didn't go for 3. I didn't get greedy. And I think they appreciated I didn't go greedy. So they gave me what I really wanted, which is mind reading. And that's not the only time it happened. The stories that I have that are going to go with the videos are just unbelievable, because I got all these notes and I got 200 tapes, 400 notebooks of stuff. Yeah, it took up 2 big boxes to move here. And then one's right here. All right, let's get back to work. But I love this video. Love it. Just love it.
And testimony coming in from the eyewitness. Usually when people post these anomalies up on social media, they're not looking for claim or anything. They're just looking for answers. And right now we're looking at this again, this still photograph in proximity, close
so
to
cool.
Some kind of winged aircraft. Absolutely. Trying to make it out. If you guys could help us in the chat to tell us what make and model that aircraft was next to this anomaly. But as you can see, he's zooming in. And you could tell that this is off at a distance, therefore giving some kind of size and a proximity to these power lines that I'm estimating this to be at least maybe 15, maybe 20 feet in length here. But this looks some kind of like a teardrop, a pod of some sort, Brent.
Yeah, Blake, this is some of the best stuff that we've seen yet. It's unidentified. We see that person jump in the front of the camera right there. This really shows a good aspect that this is indeed real footage right here. To try to
that's there.
CGI would be really
It's not
difficult.
fake.
So this is indeed something floating in the sky. The propulsion.
Okay. So, what am I, an idiot? I am the dumbest smart guy I know right now. Why wasn't I thinking of balloons? Why can't that be a balloon? Really? For this? to be a balloon. There would have to be incredible balloon makers to keep that upright from not tilting over. Every single balloon that I did tests with that had that tube shape or cigar shape or whatever that shape is, always tilted over. Every single time, even if it was just a little bit. Here, we don't see that.
We don't know what it is, but it's amazing. We've never seen anything like this.
Never.
And if this is indeed some sort of neo-exotic technology, this is incredible right here, because this is what Third Phase Moon's all about. Breaking news, the new stuff that comes in that people can't explain, and the world is
it's
asking
third phase of
right now. What in the heck is this?
That's funny, actually.
Absolutely. Again, Sooner Boomer 4 TikTok posted this up. New Mexico, broad daylight sighting. We're looking for the answers. Hopefully people within the region maybe have captured the exact same phenomenon coming into Third Phase of Moon. All right, it was a quick video. We're looking at it coming in from the UK just earlier this month. Is this some kind of pyrotechs going on? Some parachuters? Again, we're looking at it in slow motion here.
Oh, wow.
Is this some kind of, again, a pyrotech display gun array? Or is this some kind of like space junk coming out from space?
That is weird.
Again, it seems that
they're
going in a
bolting forward.
We're receiving these videos from other regions that seem similar to these pyrotechnics. Here's
that was bizarre.
In 2022, again, it has the same characteristics. This has definitely some drone characteristics. I'm definitely on the.
Oh yeah, it kind of does.
Much man-made stuff. We're seeing some kind of propulsion.
Yeah, it's man-made, maybe.
To us, so we wanted to share it with you.
It's pretty good, though.
Yeah, this kind of came up to us.
Well, there's flashing. I mean, there's flashing lights going on over here. This is just pyrotechnic stuff. All right, let's move forward. Even though I like it, not much we could learn from that. I don't know. That looks like a balloon.
A little bit. Again, we're looking at something that
looks like a balloon.
Legitimately up in the sky. No CGI, no manipulation.
Immediately looks like a balloon.
The person that shot it on the ground. They're just
that's a balloon. I can't even watch it. I'm a little bit taken aback by that. But this was fantastic. Fantastic. What a great episode, man. Those guys are still hitting it home. I see we have some super chats. Part-Time Pete, Rogan, Brand, Goof On, same page. Love it. That has to be the super chat of the year. That is something I would save, frame, and put behind me. Thank you very much. To be put in the same name as those guys? Friggin' A. Can you imagine if I had the writers they had and all that stuff? That'd be amazing. So let's not forget, I'm just a one-man band. Do it all myself. Thank you, Part-Time Pete. I'm glad to see you. Who's this guy? William Bridges with the $5. It's a snow cone machine. Hey, where'd it go? It is like a snow cone machine. Yeah, snow cone, man. Let's get back to when it was... It's a real exotic snow cone machine. Yeah, it could be, man. That's funny. Well, you know, you walk up to it and everything. It's a whole to-do. That's good. Good stuff. Thanks for the 5 spot. Another one? A blow-up friend that escaped her captors. Okay, I didn't think you could outdo what you just said. If that's actually hysterical. It's funny how when I do my show, I don't think of that stuff. That is funny. I wish I did think of it. For $5, that joke was worth every penny. That was worth 10. Not for me, I mean. Well, you did. Yeah, thank you very much. Mucho gusto, generoso, Mr. Bridges, a continuing supporter of Goof On. And man, Mr. Lantonio, how do you say that, Che? Gotta show some love. Sorry haven't been. hear much live lately with med schedule. I have weird sleep habits, but still love you all. And great to see you all. See how I did that at the end? See the letters, you. That's because I don't want to type. If I didn't have to type, I would talk. I don't even want to talk. I don't even want to speak. Who is that guy? Thanks, Lantonio. Our prayers are with you at all times, whether you think that it's the truth or not. It is. I think there isn't a day that goes by. Well, there was that one day. And then 5 days last week, I was in the hospital. Yeah, I try. I love you, buddy. You know I'm playing with you. Thank you very much. Godspeed. By the way, Godspeed is 55 miles an hour still. Like he lives by that. And dies by it. Hold on, let me see. I'm checking. All clear. And all clear. All right. Let's get back to work. What time is it? Ooh, halfway through the show. It's going by fast today. Got a lot of stuff gotta say. The show's going good. I feel pretty great. Everybody knows that I was late. Just by a minute. You know, I have an issue. You know how we went through... You know how we all went through the drama recently? All last year and part of this year? You know I have a big problem with, and I didn't think of it until today. So, whether it's shadow banning or people just aren't coming back, I don't know. The weird thing about that whole thing was, you know, I know a lot of people left. And some of you have come back, and some haven't come back. And the weird thing is, some of these people were watching this, me, our show, Goofonian. You know, they were a Goofonian. They donated. They were a member. And then, not only that, you know, 19 years of experience, 2 decades worth of knowing what I'm talking about and making more mistakes than anybody in the beginning and figuring it out, which is the best way to learn. I didn't have any help, did it all on my own. And these people who come around after, like, they've only been in this, they're not even researchers in this field. They're just haters in this field. And then they come in and haphazardly say things, make up lies. And the thing that bothered me the most is those who bought into it believed them over me. It was weird. It's like, wait a minute. You trusted me 20 minutes ago, but you watched this video and you listened to the ass clown talk shit, and you believe that? And by the way, everything he said can't be verified, especially with Third Phase of Moon. None of that stuff was really debunked. There's only one video that you can debunk of Third Phase. Everything else, you can just say, you can't debunk it. You want to say it's CGI and do that, fine. But you didn't debunk it. Nobody did. He didn't, especially with the things he said. And yet, we had this trusting bond between each other, I thought. You guys, you know, are here every night. You tell me you love me. You say, yeah, Rich is right. And then you believe a guy who comes out of nowhere, who's barely knows the field, only 3 years, and you go to that guy. Isn't that weird? It's just weird behavior. Oh, I didn't. I mean, and let me tell you something. Now that it's all said and done, you know who your friends are and all that. I'm glad it happened. I'm so glad everything happened the way it did. And I'm almost a believer in things happen for a reason because of it. But if it didn't happen, I wouldn't know a lot of things. I wouldn't have learned a lot about myself, a lot about you all and what you want and what you believe. Nobody wants the drama. But yet it gets the most views and the most people over. So that's why he's doing it every time he does a video. Screaming, yelling, acting out. I thought I was bad. He makes me look like a saint. Well, I am, but you know what I mean as far as volume goes. Oh, and in 2 decades compared to not even 5 years. And people bought into it. It's very frustrating. So with that being said, who do you trust as a researcher? Like, who would you go to? Take me out of the equation. And I'll be honest with you. If you chose me, you would get the most honest answer possible. You'd get a detailed report, and it would be done professionally. You can't vote for me. Who is out there that you would, other than yourselves, who would you go to? I don't know. Vitka's like, wow, who are you? I'm me. I'm 20 years of 20,000 hours plus looking for these things. And the last 5 years, I haven't done much because I've done a lot. And, well, you know, moving to Florida, you don't get the same sky. The last 2.5 years I've been here. You can see, but you can only see straight up. There's trees everywhere. I hate that. But I get to see the, you know, the main sky. Unless I go out to an open field. And in Florida, you don't want to go out in any open fields. I'm scared shitless of this place. I'm out of my element. I'm a desert rat. All right, who are you guys voting for? Egg neck face. Do I have egg on my face still? Oh, egg neck face is here. Gotcha. There you are. Here, Andy's saying it right. Nobody cares for your drama. It's wired as you both want the same thing, I think. But now Richie gone to the woo side. No, I didn't go to the woo side. No, that's not true at all. If that's what people are saying, you're sadly and sorely mistaken. Yeah. Hey, let me ask you this, though, Arrows Andy, because that is a good comment. I've been out there, like I said, over 20,000 hours looking at the sky. I don't know what else I can do other than post my evidence, which is what I'm going to do this weekend. Start posting the hundreds and hundreds of videos out there that nobody's ever seen. And those who have seen them only saw snippets, 15 to 30 seconds. So I'll be posting full videos, 20-minute sightings of fleets. And the humanoid, you'll see that, parts 1 and 2. The Golden Boys. Just remember the Golden Boys and the football. But I don't want that drama. Look, you know what I like to do? Mind my own business when it comes to liars. Kidding me? No. I'm going to talk about people, right? That's what I do here. But I talk about Jeremy Corbell, Elizondo, the people that are on mainstream media mostly. Because those are the ones that are doing the most harm. I don't go after a YouTube channel. You know, when Secure Team was somebody who I used to go after a lot. Right? But guess what? Stop doing it. It got boring. I don't know. You see, I need change in my life. And what he's doing, Arrows Andy, is lying. If I could finally make sense. I know I've been scattered. I'm trying to find the right thing to say about what Arrows Andy is saying. The thing is, I just want to do what I do. And I don't think I need to be lied about in the process. I'm not a Nazi. I'm not a racist. I'm not a misogynist. I'm not any of the things he's called me. I don't hate disabled people or babies. I just hate him and any blood that's attached to him. Because the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And someday that kid's going to come looking for me. I just know it. But he lies. And lying and believing the lie is what's frustrating. Watching the people who used to follow me for 2 years believe what they're saying. Just because I became friends with Third Phase of Moon. Isn't that weird? Like, I never heard of a person, a grown man, and other grown men in this field telling another man who he should be friends with, or I won't like you. I'm not going to like you if you're friends with this guy. Now, what just happened between Dave Scott and I wasn't standing for it. He had Scambian on his show, and he's doing it to be a dick. He's not doing it for any other reason, because you know why I know he did it to be a dick? To show that he doesn't like me, because Dave Scott's fake as fuck. You can't trust that person as far as you can throw him, and you won't be able to throw him. He is 5'6" and 270 pounds. Yeah, that's a tough ball to pick up, even for me. But you can't trust him, especially after what he said. I am in this for entertainment and money to make a living. And he said, I'm being truthful. It's the truth. He didn't make it a joke. But Arrows Andy, I want to do what I want to do. And nobody should hate me for doing what I'm doing, right? But when people lie, that's when the gloves come off. And that guy lies. And everybody knows it. And the 2 or 3 friends that have come forward to me who no longer like him, and one of them is still hanging there because can't just break away immediately, but will be breaking away, told me some scathing stories about him. You don't hear that about me. Nobody talks that shit. If they did, I'd know about it. It'd come back to me. I know that Dave Scott and Nicole Sackage talk shit about me. Yeah, I know that happens. I know people talk shit all day long about me, probably, you know. I'm just saying, whenever the UFO field is being talked about and somehow I'm associated with the conversation, there's shit talking going on. And they're all wrong. They're the ones. Of course I would say that. I mean, what else am I going to say? I mean, anyway, let's get back to work. Arrows Andy got me off on a 10-minute tangent about why I'm not wanting the same thing as Scambian. If you look at Scambian's show, all he does is yell, scream, and lie. Over here, we're calm, cool, and tell the truth. This is as calm as I'll ever be. I still don't have the energies, guys, but I'll be back to normal soon. It's coming around. The last time it took a full week and a half, 2 weeks almost. I was in the hospital 5 days. I'm sorry. I saw a super chat come in. Hey! What's this? For $5, Lantonio throwing down another super chat. That means they are two-faced. Not weird, there's more fake people than real, sadly. And like you said, shows you who the real ones are. At least, who do I trust? Me and you. Yeah. Pretty much. It's a good point. Thanks for the $5 on top of the 20 or 10 you just gave. Antonio, strong comments tonight. Thank you too, by the way. It's just frustrating. And everything I do is in response to that. It's not like I'm the aggressor. They're the aggressors. I remember what I said at the beginning of the year or in March. I said, all this stuff, I'm not going to talk about it anymore. And then I said, you know what? I am going to talk about it if shit happens, if stuff comes up. I can't not talk about it. That's not what GoofOn is. And the reason I do talk about it, and the reason I do talk about these liars, is because I want people to be aware of it too. It's not like, and I got to defend myself. What? I'm going to be like Jimmy Church and just sit there and take it on the chin? No. Jimmy Church, Dave Scott, they're not in this for the love. They're in it for themselves and for the cash. They want to make a living at it. That's it. Me? I just got a job today. So I will be working and doing this. I don't know when I'm starting, because I can start whenever I want. So I'm still not 100%, is what I'm saying. I almost threw up today after I ate. But I took my medication right when I was eating, and I didn't want to throw up. So I sat there and just tried not to get that feeling, right? And then my mouth started watering, and I'm like, no, I'm not throwing up. I'm not throwing up. For about 15 minutes, I just sat on the end of the bed, didn't move. And then I got really tired from fighting it off, I guess, or the food's digesting, whatever. But I was bloated. I took my bloat medication so I wouldn't, but shit's cheap anyway. So I set my alarm for 6 p.m. just in case. And I fell asleep. And I woke up and here we are. It worked. I didn't have to throw up, and I'm starving. I share shit. I don't know why I do. I've done it from day one. Day one. Let's talk about No Skinwalker Ranch tonight. That's tomorrow. Yeah, the title of the show is legit, but I have to switch this when we're done with the show. Is there? I think there might be proof of an underwater base. Do you guys know about the one that's by Alaska? Well, I'm gonna play this video, copyright claim or not. So check this out. And thank you guys for the lovely support. Seriously, I can't do it without you. And you can use Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal, or Cash App. All the links are in the show description if you want to help keep boots on the ground. All right, here we go.
Some of the world's deepest waters, with the Gulf of Alaska reaching down to depths of an incredible 26,000 feet. Could this be a perfect hiding place for a secret underwater alien base?
There's definitely underwater UFO activity that's been reported over the last 4 decades. These UFOs have been tracked underwater and stayed underwater for a long time, evaded the Navy, and they go so deep that we don't know where they're going.
Absolutely. This is where they thrive. We talked about it a million times. Near Alaska, though, it makes sense. A great place to hide. You got the Ring of Fire down there. I don't even know if they're not, it's not like they're sitting on the ocean floor. They actually have to build a base probably in the mountain or underground. You would think it's a Herculean effort with all the water there. But let's say this. What if they were there before the water? What if all the alien bases were there before or during the making of the Earth? What if they are the creators and everything we see and imagine we see, it's them doing maintenance work? One comes out like a Bigfoot creature because that's something you'd see in the forest. Then you got the little mermaids that, you might think was an otter or something, right? They're just fixing plankton and putting tree branches the way they're supposed to be. Something like that. They're taking samples of the Earth constantly. In the sky, too. That's why we have strange things in the sky. Why do we have these fireballs and all that stuff? Because that's how they determine the electromagnetic energy that's around the globe. And those energy balls have to come out and test it. Haven't you thought about this? Don't you guys think about this stuff like me? They do. Everything from Bigfoot to Mothman, it's all part of the creation of this planet, the creation of mankind. We are an ongoing experiment, let's just say. And every time the experiment goes awry or the people start to combat each other, a natural end of day scenario magically appears and wipes them out and starts over. It makes sense to me. It does. And they love it. Because maybe, just maybe, these creatures live 1,000 years. It's not impossible, so don't say that. They could be half biological, half machine. We wouldn't know it. They could be billions of years ahead of us, technologically wise, advanced. I was trying to say.
I am very convinced that there's some kind of base underwater.
Better believe it.
UFO researcher Johnny Enoch has been looking at the evidence.
Oh, Johnny Enoch, he's a cool guy.
According to my sources, there are extraterrestrial bases under the water off the coast of Alaska.
That guy doesn't play around, Johnny Enoch. When you have a last name like Enoch, look at that.
Alaska's the perfect place for extraterrestrials to set up underwater bases. I mean, you have 33,000 miles of untapped coast and over 3 million lakes. I mean, where better a place to set up shop?
To set up shop!
But it seems there is compelling evidence of UFOs using the oceans of the Alaska Triangle.
I'll put the link to the rest of that. It's about 8 minutes long in the show description. The Alaskan Triangle's always been a magical thing. So many strange things happen in Alaska. They should do a show. I think there is a show called Strange Alaska. Let me get rid of that. Nat won't go away. You didn't kill him yet. Oh, I spit on the screen. Sorry about that, me. That's okay. All right, where are we? Here we go. Oh, let's play this. So this is a UFO. Did I play this? Oh, sorry. Woof. Glad I didn't repeat that one. All right, I wanted to play this. Jimmy Church. So Mike Colangelo put a clip out with Jimmy Church and Whitley Strieber, who I dislike. Lou Elizondo won't communicate with Whitley. Chris Mellon talks to Mr. Strieber behind the scenes, but has made it clear that he won't appear on Mr. Strieber's podcast. It definitely sounds like Elizondo and Mellon want to stay away from the abduction topic. Whitley Strieber says he understands their reasoning. I do too. But look, after you hear this, I'll have to mention something about it. Here we go. Why isn't it? Oh.
The one thing that I haven't heard much about are experiencers and those out there that have made direct contact.
That's on purpose.
They just want to keep this military centric. Why do you think that is?
Because we're out of control of the whole experiencer phenomenon, and the military.
I'm telling you, Jimmy Church must be listening to Goof On. How many times have we said that? That's the first time Jimmy said that.
Side of it suggests that the government may be able to do its job and protect the population, but that is an area. Well, Lou Elizondo, for example, will not communicate with me at all. Not at all. He won't talk to me. He won't email back anything. Chris Mellon, whom I know well, and not well, I mean, I know him. He's a great guy, by the way. Feels that he does not want to be on Dreamland because he does not want to make the link between the experiencer side of it and the more hardware-oriented side of it. And I can understand.
All right. I got to pause it there for a second. So Lou can't multitask. How much do you think Elizondo's working on UFO materials? Is he scared of Whitley? No. Is it because Lou Elizondo's afraid that he'll be recorded without him knowing? I don't know. I assume Lou doesn't trust anybody, I assume. He has to be that way. It's in his nature. They made him that way, the government. But they don't, it's like the same thing. And I'm not saying it's a comparison of why, but Lou Elizondo won't go on certain podcasts either that don't agree with him. So is Lou Elizondo staying away from Whitley Strieber because the association makes him dummies him down? That's what he wants to say. Because it dummies Lou down. Because Lou's a nuts and bolts type of guy. Well, supposedly, that's the impression they want us to have of Lou. And Lou can't all of a sudden drop into the woo with Whitley Strieber. It would have to be some sort of integration, some sort of slow process for Elizondo to go that route. He would have to say he got permission to talk about things and he's allowed now to talk to us and, to take the pressure off him, because that's all it's about, his ego. And it could hurt him contractually too. Who knows? But I think it's a mixture of both. But I don't think Lou can see Whitley talk to him. Maybe he can't contractually. I don't know what that means either. I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know. Contractually, like an NDA, but with people. TTSA didn't allow Lou Elizondo to go on any podcast that asked. They chose where he wanted to go. I believe he's in that type of situation again. It must suck to be a follower and not a leader, to have no control over your life, that you let the government run everything you do and say, what a freaking yes man bootlicking prick. You would do the same thing if you worked for your government. At least I'm patriotic. Oh, don't go there with me, young man.
Understand that. I can understand their unwillingness to do this. And I think that the reason I point out in the book is that, the whatever's here has.
See, the problem I have with Whitley is showing up right here on Jimmy's show. When this guy lies, he can't think, can't talk. He's got to get the words right. This is an amazing example of why I don't like Whitley Strieber. Oh, let me take that back. Why I don't trust the guy. I don't know him to not like him. But if I didn't like him, it's because I don't like the bullshittery. So for that, I don't respect him. I think Whitley Strieber had an experience once, maybe twice, up in those woods. And ever since then, he's doing the Christopher Bledsoe thing. He's doing the Anjali thing. They keep adding on to the mysteriousness that is their life. Because it brings in this and it brings in these. That's all those people care about. And that's why I don't trust Whitley. I do not trust him. He says some things that are so outlandish. It's like, I can't listen anymore. So I've only listened to like 1 or 2 episodes.
Gone into the lives of people. And what have they done? They've taken sexual material, eggs and sperm. They took sperm from me right out of my body.
No.
And did it.
Oh, where'd they take it? Out of your freaking toenail? They took it out of my body. No, they took it out of the TV. Idiot. See, that's why it's a lie. He's lying. He can't even say the right thing. Oh, for him to say they took women's eggs and male sperm and they took it right out of my body, that I took it right out of my body doesn't need to be there. It's him trying to sound and make the story more grandiose, trying to give it flavor, give it feeling, because that's what he is. He's a writer, an author. Hello? And the book that made it, Communion, is why he's still doing what he's doing today. It's all freaking about money with this guy. Don't people see it?
Brutally. I mean, I was raped.
Brutally. I was raped, he says. What?
Brutally. I mean, I was raped. I was torn up inside my body.
Okay. First of all, I'm going to open up the screen so you can see the tongue in the cheek, the uncomfortable chair movements. Watch. Now, you would normally say he's uncomfortable because he's recalling a horrible experience. No, not this time. I know Whitley. I've seen a lot of Whitley to know what this move means. It means he's not confident in what he's saying, so he squirms around and he does this. I mean, he's telling his own story. When people tell their own story, this is how they normally act. Yeah, that's right. I was sitting there and the aliens came in. They looked me right in the eye and I said, you want to do this or am I going to do this? And the alien looked at me and he gave me, now you see all my motions are fluid. I'm looking you in the eye. I'm not, and the aliens, you know what I'm saying, Jim? It's so out of character for somebody telling the truth. Watch it again. And this time in color.
Raped. I was torn up inside
there
my
he
body.
Goes. Chair movement, tongue in cheek.
And
now he's settled down. See? Micro expressions, body language. Is it 100% accurate? No. But more than not, if you have a subject that you watch longer than 30 seconds, you can get a good read on who they are. At least for that time they're there.
Women have their eggs and fetuses taken out of them. And
okay. Who else would have men? Men would have their fetuses taken. I mean, come on, dude. I know he had no choice to say it there because I'm joking.
You can't say with a straight face that, yes, we're your government. We are protecting you. we're doing our job when this can happen in the middle of the night, and that they has let it happen for years and years and did nothing about it because they couldn't.
All right. So that's bullshit too. There's no proof that the government's working alongside aliens. That is a few people's interpretations of what they believe or what they think they saw in either a telepathic moment or a dream. No evidence of it, though. A lot of circumstantial, a lot of hearsay, but no evidence. No paper trail. And would there ever be one? I don't know. I bet there would be for historical purposes. There lies a document, if that was true, that's probably posted underground in a cave somewhere as you walk into the facility down there. And it's probably posted on the wall like the Constitution. We work with aliens in continuity for as long as it takes. We'll just say 50 years, for example. And in 2021, everything will... What happened? When that treaty ended, supposed treaty ended, nothing changed. Abductions didn't go flying through the roof. Matter of fact, I think they've fallen. And they can't get their numbers back up. Let's finish this guy off.
Do anything about it. Or there's whispers always that there was some kind of agreement that the government would let it happen.
Don't!
And if that's true, and there's paperwork about that, my God.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a huge problem.
Major. Well, it's all a problem.
Damn straight. I don't think he's a bad guy. I just think he's a liar. That's all. Nothing wrong with saying that. Right? What's that? No, I just checked. All right. That was fun. See, Whitley always bothered me. Always. I don't like that. Lou Elizondo and Mellon has to sneak around to talk to Whitley Strieber. Won't go on his podcast. What's the big deal? They don't have to go on there and say, I believe in abductions. What's the big deal if they go on his show or talk to the guy? It's very strange, don't you think? That's the government controlling Lou and Chris. And they love it. Because they get paid handsomely. I know Lou will say no, he doesn't. You know what? If you spend your money wisely, Lou, you won't always be broke. Unbelievable. Christopher Mellon thinks that the best explanation for the Tic Tac is aliens. Said that in an interview just recently. Watch. I think I have it here. Yeah, I do. Here, watch this.
I mean, they've said that, the squadron commander. He saw it in broad daylight at very...
Hold on.
Mellon says he was advising U.S. Navy intelligence when he first heard about it.
That thing was not made by man. I mean, they've said that, the squadron commander. He saw it in broad daylight at very close range. This thing has no wings, it has no exhaust, it has no air inlet.
You say you were flawed. Were you flawed because this is the first time you'd sort of seen or heard anything like this, or because it confirmed other reports but just seemed to have more depth and detail?
These kinds of incidents have been going on for decades and on a significant scale. So it was not new in the sense of people haven't reported things like that before. What was incredible was the number of witnesses, the quality of the witnesses, the quality of the data.
Mellon says he spent months trying to put information about several UFO sightings in front of the U.S. Secretary of Defense, but no one would hear him out. So he decided to take the story to the media, along with videos from the Nimitz encounter and 2 other similar incidents, which surprisingly weren't classified.
I want to thank David Wilcox, who just threw down $25 on PayPal with a message that says, "You knew it was me, didn't you?" Now, you're going to have to explain. I don't know what that comment means. When you say, "I knew it was you," I don't know what you're referring to. I don't remember having a conversation where I said, "Who is this person?" So what does that mean? Thank you very much. $25, dude. Thank you so much. From the bottom of me heart to the top of me pointed head. Grazie. I know in 5 minutes or 3 minutes we'll be getting ready to leave. We're going over to Rebellious Unknown every Thursday like we do. Unless it's funny. We all seem to get sick at the same time. And like last week I couldn't make it, or 2 weeks ago, whenever it was. And I think Lynn had back issues, and Caitlin wasn't around. I don't know what Caitlin was doing, but it wasn't going to work anyway. I don't think that she could have made it. Yeah, that's it. Maybe that's what it was. So they canceled the show. And then I think a month before that, I had COVID. They were sick. Not with COVID, but yeah, so it's weird. So tonight we'll be going over there. Actually, that's the end of tonight's show. So I do want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight. We do a little earlier on Thursdays so I can get 20-minute break in between shows. Remember, that's Rebellious Unknown on YouTube in about 30 minutes. So thanks, everybody, for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. There's so much stuff I didn't get to. But tomorrow's show will make up for it. I'll do you don't have to watch Skinwalker Ranch, but if you can watch it, I'm going to watch the last 2 episodes I missed. So I'll do a review on that for an hour. And then we'll talk ufology and everything else. And I've got some news, too, about a ghost hunt. So I'll go over that tomorrow. But thank you, the moderators and super chatters, for everything. Keeping this chat room, my back sore. Did I tell you guys I fell down a flight of stairs? It was the worst fall of my life. Worst fall. I'm a little sore still. I think I have whiplash from it. But thank you, newcomers and veterans, for hanging out, giving the show new energy and old. We need the mix. It's good. It's good for ufology. And I'm going to start looking for people to have on the show. I couldn't do it today. Asking those new channels, the new people in ufology that have shows, if they want to come on here. The funny thing is, I don't know if they'll even come on. I don't know if they know about me. But I don't want to mention anybody's name because Scambian is a little bitch, and he'll probably message them saying, "You don't want to go on that show. He's a hoaxer and a liar." No matter what I am, I don't look like you, Mr. Inbreed. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. Hey, be safe, be kind, alien bless. We'll see you tomorrow.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. God have mercy on your soul.
Warning. Control life.